So we've just seen how the words abed and abad are used in the Old Testament and how it applies to Hebrew slaves, foreign slaves, prisoners of war, Israel's slavery, and how it's also applied as honorable and respectful titles for prophets, believers, and the nation of Israel. They are all the same word. Okay, so now the skeptic says, look, I got that. But Leviticus chapter 25 verses 44 to 46 is obviously talking about foreign slaves, and it's clearly describing the kind of slavery where foreigners are kidnapped, sold, and forced into slavery with no rights, who are never released, they're oppressed and abused. This is the kind of slavery we saw during the African slave trade. Clearly God is not just endorsing slavery here, he is in fact commanding it. All right, I hear you, my skeptic friend. Let's have a good look at each one of these claims and see if that's true for Leviticus chapter 25, specifically in light of what it says in the rest of the Bible. But first, let me make a prediction. I predict we're going to discover that the Bible says the exact opposite of what is being claimed here. But don't take my word for it. Let's see what the Bible actually says. Let's start with kidnapping. Does the Bible have anything to say about kidnapping? Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. It says, anyone who kidnaps someone is to be put to death, whether the victim has been sold or is still in the kidnapper's possession. Wait, what? It sounds like kidnapping is outright prohibited, and there is no exception to this rule. In fact, have you noticed how it says you don't even have to sell him? If he's just found with you, you get the death penalty. Not only that, but even if you do sell him and he's no longer with you, you still get the death penalty. So this law kind of gets in the way of getting people from another country and forcing them to serve as a slave, doesn't it? That means if they're not being forced to serve you, then what is really happening with Leviticus chapter 25? How could Leviticus be talking about harsh slavery if no kidnapping is allowed? It just wouldn't work. In fact, if human slavery had ever taken place in the Old Testament, it wouldn't have lasted long, because all kidnappers would be put to death. Now, I don't know about you, but it's not really easy to get involved in slave trading if you're dead. So I think we can cross this one out. This alone should be enough to prove that there is no slavery in the Bible, especially in the same sense as African slave trade, because you have to first kidnap someone against their will to make them a slave. But I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to continue to show the ridiculousness of accusing the Bible of endorsing or commanding harsh slavery. And then after that, I'm going to show you what Leviticus chapter 25 is really talking about. I hope you're enjoying this topic on slavery, covering both Old and New Testament. This study comes in 9 parts, which we are releasing weekly. If you don't want to wait that long or want everything in one video, then please go to our product page and download it from there. The link is in the description. This download comes with everything, a full PowerPoint presentation with all the references, and each slide has the full script. You can use it to expand your own study, or you can change, add, or remove any parts you want to help you deliver the message to your own study group. Although downloading this product is not free, by paying for it, you'll be supporting our ministry to produce more videos like this to help you and encourage you to fulfill the Great Commission.